Good morning, good people. I was looking at Facebook yesterday and I came across this site called Narcissistic and Emotional Abuse. And she had some really good sayings on there, and so I wanted to read you one of them. It says, if I've learned anything from life, it's that sometimes the darkest times can bring us to the brightest places. I've learned that the most toxic people can teach us the most important lessons. That our most painful struggles can grant us the most necessary growth. And that the most heartbreaking losses of friendship and love can make room for the most wonderful people. I've learned that what seems like a curse in the moment can actually be a blessing, and that what seems like the end of the road is actually just the discovery that we are meant to travel down a different path. I've learned that no matter how difficult things seem, there is always hope. And I've learned no matter how powerless we feel or how horrible things seem, we can't give up. We have to keep going, even when it's scary, even when all our strength seems gone. We have to keep picking ourselves back up and moving forward. Because whatever we're battling in the moment, it will pass. And we will make it through. We've made it this far, and we can make it through whatever comes next. By Danielle Kopke. Anyway, like I said, I was going through Facebook, and it was on this site called Narcissistic and Emotionalabuse.com. And this, I was like, wow. So I'm going to go back over the whole thing and put my little input in it. If I've learned anything from life, it's sometimes the darkest times can bring us to the brightest moments. For me, dealing with my narcissist over all these years, it's been a struggle. It's been chaos. It's been ridiculous. It's been hurtful. It's been like so many things that it was devastating, it was crushing, all of that. And that's just for myself. I don't even know what it's been for my son. So but coming to the realization that what you're dealing with is like crazy making, and that you are not the crazy one, but they are. And it's just amazing to come to that realization to say, wow, okay, I get it now. When that light bulb comes on, that will help you to have no contact, to not go back. I was investigating something yesterday, and I found out that my narc's ex-wife has gotten remarried. I was like, oh wow. And so I was thinking about when he contacted me, and I was wondering, was it in correlation with that? Because you have I don't know if this is a good thing or a bad thing to try to figure out, the narc's next move or their previous move. So just so that you know for yourself that what you're going through is something that can be explained. And so I said, before he called me at like 6 o'clock in the morning, this was like a couple of days after, I guess, that these people got married. And I was like, trying to get your supply back. Oh, no. So, yeah, so sometimes you have to check back to see, what was going on in their life, to see why they're coming after you. So, because they probably don't have a supply. So he's thinking he can get his same old supply he's been getting for all these years. No, sir. Not at all. So it was wild to see that. And then I was thinking about another situation that happened with me, and well, this is a money situation. So well, I'll explain that another time. But anyway, let's go back to what the lady was talking about. So I've learned that the most toxic people can teach us the most important lessons. So for me, I totally agree. So this toxic person taught me a lesson about people, and taught me a lesson about people in my life and in my life. So it made me take a good look at all the people around me, and to my shock and horror, I found out that there are other narcissists around me. I won't mention them now. I'm not ready for all that. But it's eye-opening. It's enlightening. And you really need that knowledge. You need to know who you're dealing with. And it says our most painful struggles can grant us the most necessary growth. And I would totally agree with that. And that most heartbreaking losses of friendship and love can make room for the most wonderful people. And I totally agree with that, because once you get the foolishness out of your life, then you leave room for people who have sense and who want to care for you and who will care for you, who do love you. And so once you realize that this person does not love you, they don't have the capacity to love you, they never love you, they don't love themselves, they don't love them children, it's okay, because that's who they are. I mean, it's not okay, but at least you understand. So now you won't be expecting a loving relationship. So I have someone who's really close to me, and all this time we've never had a really good relationship, and I realize why. And I've come to the understanding and realization that it will never be good, and that's just how it is. Once you come to the understanding, then you know, then you don't have to fight it. You don't have to keep trying. You can stop that energy and use it on something else, because it will never change. It never has, and it won't. You can still have hope, but I don't know if it could be hope in that person, because maybe God will send someone else who will fill that void. Maybe that person can't be that what you need for them to be, but maybe someone else can. Okay, and it says, I've learned that what seems like a curse in the moment can actually be a blessing. Yes. So life with a narcissist, on and off, was very, very difficult, but I wouldn't change it for the world, because I have my son. And I love my son, and I wouldn't change him for the world. So I would probably have to go through it all again. But it was worth it. I learned a lot. People, have a good day.